Yes, I'm so sorry.
You're good. We got you. Welcome on to the show. We're so happy to have you aboard.
Thank you. Yeah, I was in my locker room, but our Wi-Fi down there is really bad, so I just
Hey,
moved out to my car.
if the car works better, then we'll have the
I'm so
player
sorry.
profile in your car. It's all
Yeah,
good. Cammy, once again, thank you for coming on.
thanks for having me.
Swatzilla is your nickname on
Yeah.
YSN. We love it. So that's the first question. Like back, it's been your nickname now for a while. When you first
Mhm.
heard it, and you first kind of realized that it was gonna stick. What were some of your thoughts about being called Swatzilla?
I mean, honestly, not till my junior year, I would say. I don't think you guys started calling me that till my junior year. I loved it. I love that stuck. My mom even made shirts, and everyone loves it. So yeah.
Yes, that was gonna be my next question. I heard that there are T-shirts
Yeah, there
in
sure
the
are.
universe. There's SWATzilla apparel. I mean, Did you ever imagine as a freshman and a sophomore that you were gonna have not just like a Salem basketball shirts, but you were gonna have like
Mhm.
a your own apparel, your own
Yeah,
store?
yeah. Yeah, all credit to you guys for making up the name. My mom just went out and made shirts, and everyone loves it now.
Hey, credit to you for blocking enough shots that we're able to get the name out there. So back into some seriousness though, here you come into this final year of basketball. And a lot of people kind of had their own opinions on Salem coming into this year. You guys lost a big senior class, a lot of big leaders. How much responsibility did you put on yourself this year to kind of step into that role and not let this program take a step back?
Yeah, I mean, of course, losing 5 seniors last year, we knew that our seniors this year would have to step up to major roles, and even our juniors this year really stepped up and helped their team. And I knew that coming from last year, I had to score more and be more of an offensive threat than I was last year. So that's what I've been working on the most.
Yeah, I talked with Riley last week, and one of the questions I asked her was, when those seniors left, how much of their legacy and their footprints do you feel on this team, even though they're not playing with you guys anymore?
Yeah. I mean, that those seniors brought all the energy, and that's what took us so far last year. Our team was so close. We had all the chemistry, and our coach really emphasized energy last year. And coming from that last year really helped this year with carrying over all the energy and always making sure we're there to support our teammates. And that's what last year's seniors really did for us.
Okay, you said it. You had to become a more offensive threat this season, and you knew it. So, what were some of the things that you worked on in the off season in the summer to really lock that down and get confidence on the offensive side?
Like over AAU, I tried to use my size more and shoot perimeter shots more and use my size to my advantage. And I tried to work on finishes and just anything offensively that can help my team.
Now we see a lot of young shot blockers that have that shot blocking mentality lose it a little bit when they get more into the offensive game. You
Yeah.
haven't lost your shot blocking ability at all. So how have you kept the defensive mindset that you had last year, but also, like you said, balance that offensive threat that you are now?
I mean, defense to me is the most important thing on a basketball court. As My dad always preached to me when I was growing up that defense wins championships, and I always take that into consideration whenever I step out on a basketball court. Offense, offensively, I've started to work more on that, but it's always just been defensive is key.
You know, it seems like that's the mindset of this whole program. Last year, you guys set a record for defense and points average per game. This year, I was talking to Coach Hamilton, and I was telling her it doesn't feel like you're that level of defense. But she reminded me that you're playing actually statistically better defense than you were last year. Does it feel this year though like you're not like it's not as important, not as I don't want to say important. It's not as big of a factor to the wins because last year there were a lot of games where you really, if you didn't play that good at defense, you weren't winning. But this year, you're scoring 50 a game and you're able to um, you know make that cushion with your offense a little bit more than last year.
Yeah, this year, like with the defensive legacy that our seniors left last year, we really carried that over this year, but this year I feel like we contribute both offensively and defensively on the court.
Mhm.
So it doesn't really feel like defense is the most important thing on the court this year. So yeah, often like our offense has picked up a lot from last year, so that's what helps us the most.
Last year you got to the regional finals, you were that one step away from state. How hungry does getting that close and not making it make this team to get back there this year?
Yeah, we were last year after losing in the regional finals, it really made us want more like it did the year before. The year before last year, we lost in the district finals, and then making it to the regional finals really is going to push us this year.
When you think about this tournament, I know you got a couple of games left before you start your tournament run, but a lot of people in the area were kind of surprised that you guys decided to go after Canfield as the one and the two. Thought that you might want to get your own district, but you guys went right after Canfield. Obviously, you've played them a lot. How does that kind of get you excited knowing that you're going right after the one seed in the district and you're not kind of taking the quote unquote easy way into a district championship?
I'm very excited because last year a lot of people said we took the easy way out, and that's why we made it so far. But this year we're battling the number one seed for a district championship, and I'm excited because I grew up playing AAU with a whole bunch of their seniors on Canfield, so I'm excited to play them, get the chance to play them one last time possibly, and I'm just excited to be able to work for another district championship.
Is that a little chip on your shoulder when you heard last year all the time people say, you took the easy way out? That's the only
Yeah.
reason you got. Is that one of the chips that you put on your shoulder this year?
Yeah, a lot of people were saying last year that since Marlington and West Branch saw each other in the district final, we took the easy way out, but still didn't affect us. We made it to the regional finals.
You guys, you've been dominating most of the teams that you've played this year. Um, eh, how do you guys stay motivated in that kind of season where you don't have a lot of teams that are beating you, so you don't have a lot of that kind of motivation, and there's obviously not a lot of trash talking because a lot of teams really respect you guys. How do
Mhm.
you guys stay motivated throughout the whole season in a season like this where there is so much success?
I mean, we know anyone can beat anybody at any time. Like, it's just whoever shows up. So, our coach always preaches to us that you can always be better than how you perform that day. So,
Let's talk about Coach Hamilton Phillips and what she has brought to this program. Obviously, she's been with the basketball program for a while, but now the head coach for the last couple of years. What has she brought to this program? What has she brought to you as a basketball player?
she's really changed the whole program. She's made him positively changed it in many ways. Personally, she has brought out more confidence in myself, and defensively and offensively, I've been more confident in myself to shoot the ball and score. And she also allows us to create more energy and team chemistry than what we've had before.
And you brought up AAU before. You get to play AAU for Coach Bailey, so you see him all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
Talk about him and what he brings to your game, not just at the Salem, but also in the AAU season as well.
He's the best coach because he's always in your corner. He'll always be on your side. He'll always be there to support you. He always wants what's best for you, and it's just amazing to have him in both the spring and the winter.
Are there any differences at all between him in AAU season and him in high school season?
Um, he has more of a lead role in AAU season because he's the head coach. But off season, he always wants best for all of our girls, and just make sure that we feel comfortable in whatever we're doing.
That team you guys play on is loaded with talent. You're able to play with a lot of good basketball players. You're able to play against a lot of good basketball players. How much does that help you build like the confidence that we've been talking about and help you kind of just build your game playing with such incredible talent and also playing against a lot of incredible talent as well?
Yeah, always practicing. It makes me better whenever I go against Abby and Riley, having one of the two of the best guards in the area. It really makes you better as a player and as a teammate. Um, our team just always battles against each other, and we know at the end of the day when we step off the court, we're teammates.
How much do you keep tabs on your Laker teammates that aren't on your team?
Like, do I watch?
Yeah,
Wait,
throughout the season, like, do you know how all these girls are doing and keeping track of what their teams are doing? Because you have a lot of teammates that are having pretty successful seasons.
yeah. My dad and Coach Bailey actually just went to watch. My one friend from Springfield, Maddie Lesnick, her team won their league last night, and so they went to go watch. I unfortunately couldn't go because I was not feeling the best. So
That's not good. I hope you're feeling
yeah,
better today.
thanks.
Um, when I'm gonna put you on the spot. Because I know you have a lot of good friends on that team. So who's your best friend that doesn't wear a Salem uniform?
Oh boy. Um, from the Lakers team.
It could be from the Lakers team. It could be from any like it could be someone else. It could be someone else that plays basketball that doesn't wear Salem.
Oh wow. Honestly, yeah, I would probably say Maddie.
If you guys ever got the chance to play each other, Salem versus Springfield, what would there be trash talk? Would there be some nudging between the games? What would that be like?
No, I mean, we wouldn't trash talk. We would just go out there and have fun with each other. We play very similarly, so.
When you think about your memories at Salem and some of the favorite memories you've been able to build, what kind of things come to mind for you?
Oh boy, all of the Sherrodsville adventures and the Christmas party activities that we had. My one, we actually just did our senior like favorite memory, and my favorite memory was on Lauren Barton. Her birthday was during Sherrodsville, so we had a mustache game where we all played in mustaches for our birthday.
All right, all four seasons. What's been your favorite team bonding exercise that you guys have done throughout your career?
Hmm. I would probably have to say the this summer we went out on my coach's lake and we did like what's it called? Tubing. Yeah, we went tubing and we had like a we went on jet skis and everything. It was very fun.
With those kind of atmospheres, you obviously get to know your teammates a lot better and you get to know them as people, not just as players. If you had to pick one teammate that you've gotten to know the most over the stretch of your career, who do you think you've gotten to know the most from basketball?
Probably Lauren Barton, yeah, or Riley Hutton. I've always played like with the younger girls have always played on my team growing up, so I've been very close with the juniors and sophomores.
All right, so we were talking to a basketball player earlier, and it brought up a good question. I want to ask you it too, because obviously the guys get cheerleaders and the girls don't. So if you got to pick some of the guys players on the Salem boys basketball team that you think would make good cheerleaders on the girls basketball games, who are you picking to be dressing up and being a cheerleader for you guys?
Oh boy, there's this one kid. He's a freshman. He supports us. He's one of our main supporters. His name's Deontay. He plays on the freshman of our JV team for Salem. He always shows up to our practices and like sometimes he even does drills with us. So probably him.
You guys get such great support. Cheerleaders are not for this girls basketball team. When you're getting ready for a game and you see that crowd filling up, what does that do for this team?
I mean, it makes me feel at home whenever I go out and I see the whole crowd there to support me and my team. So, the support from our community and our parents and our families just means so much to all of us.
When you're looking into the crowd before a game, is there one specific person you look for first that you want to find where they are?
Probably my mom and dad. I look for them every game. So,
Now, do they have the same spot or do they move around? Like, can you look at this spot and say, I know mom and dad are going to be there?
well, for home games, my mom sits in the same spot and my dad sits a couple rows up because he has to videotape and scream
He's got to be
with all the
separated
other
a little bit.
dads.
Let's talk about your dad. Obviously, he's such a vocal supporter of not just yourself, YSN, and the whole Salem kind of team. What's that dynamic been like? He records your games, he makes your highlights, he makes sure that your name is always out there. What's it been like going through this journey with him?
I mean, he's taught me everything I know since I was first playing basketball, and he's taught half the girls that I play with nowadays. So it just means a lot for him to support me through everything that I do. And even when I come home, he's always just like, "You can do this better. You did really good doing this or something." And he sends me all my videos, and he sends my friends their like videos when they do something good as well. So
Correct me if I'm wrong. He's just coming off a birthday too.
yeah, his birthday was Sunday.
1 year older for Mr. Rome.
Yeah.
We thank him for all the support of us and all the support of you.
Hmm.
Before we let you go, I want to talk about your future and what you plan to do after high school. It's that time of
Oh,
year we have to
sadly, yeah.
start thinking about what you're going to do after high school. We don't
Yeah.
want to see you go, but it has to happen. So, what do you have in your future plans?
I'm undecided where I want to go to college yet, but I'm making that decision very soon.
Do you have a major that you want to be, or a career path you
I'm
want to go into?
currently right now I'm thinking pre-med as my path.
Okay, so you haven't made a decision
Yeah.
on a college yet, but give us a little bit of a taste of, like, are you trying to travel? Are you trying to stay close to home? Are you trying to, you know,
Um, well, honestly, I didn't want to go that far. I was thinking like a hour, 2 hours away.
all right,
Is
that narrows
pretty,
it down a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
When you do decide what college you're going to go for, I hope you make it a YSN exclusive and you come on and you tell us where you're going.
Will do. I will.
Awesome. Cammy, before we let you go, I want to give you the chance to shout out your support system, all the people that are backing you, and all the people that show up for you every single day.
Yeah, I just want to thank all my friends and families in the community. They're such a huge factor in our success this year, and just all of the people who watch online.
Cammy, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you finding a spot where we could do this. And I hope you have a good rest of the day, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Thank you so much.
You got it.